Hi, I'm Holly Silva and I've been a crafts expert for 15 years, and today I'm going to show you how to reuse phone books for crafts. Now here I have these phone books that I'm really annoyed with, but I'm really glad that I kept them for a craft because I knew one day I was going to make a craft with them. So here we are. And I'm going to show you how to do this as well. So here I have a phone book that showed up at my doorstep every like 6 months or something. I don't think phone numbers change that much anymore, especially with Yelp and all that. And Google Yellow Pages or whatever they've got. But here we go. So I have some material, okay? I've got my double stick tape. I'm going to take my double stick tape and I'm going to attach this material and I'm going to cover the phone book in such a way that it will no longer be an eyesore and it will be useful, so we're not throwing things away anymore. Because I don't like to throw things away. I really don't. I'm not a hoarder, but I kind of am, if that makes any sense. And if you love crafts and you love crafting like I do, you probably understand. I have many organized piles in my pantry. That should be a pantry, but that has become a storage closet for my crafts in my wonderful little apartment. Okay, now we're just going to keep on attaching this double stick tape here. You can hot glue this stuff too if you really need to. I just like double stick tape because it's not dangerous, you know. This is something that the kids can do too when you want to keep them busy. Oh yeah, this is a really good thing to make kids do, like if they get in trouble or something. You mouth off to me, you're going to be covering phone books for the rest of the weekend. Oh, that's a good one. When I have kids, my kids are going to hate me because I'm going to think of like all these wonderful little like punishments to do that aren't punishments. They're like creative. But they're going to love me when they're like in their mid to late 20s. And they've got all these really cool skills. Okay. So we're just going to cover one side because this is going to be, we're going to put this on its back. I mean, you can cover the entire thing if you want. You don't have to. This there. Pull that over. And once again on the corner. Pull it over, attach. Good. Strategically placed double stick tape is wonderful, whether it's fashion or crafts. That's pretty much it, but it's wonderful. Look, there we have a nice little stand, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover this other one. Now, for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like, okay? So we're going to fold that there. We're going to do exactly the same technique as we did with the first one that I showed you. Let's see, just so I can see here what we're doing. All right. So there's this. Secure it nice and tightly underneath. Beautiful. And then we'll bring our other book over. And look, now you have a cool little platform to use for any other crafts, or maybe you want to stick like a candle dish or something on top of it on a shelf and use any type of material you have laying around the house, or go to a craft store, get some cheap stuff, or use some expensive stuff. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, you're reusing, you're recycling, you're not wasting. It's good for the environment, it's good for your home, and it's good for your heart. See you next time.